this is going to be part 2 of the Bathrobe Chronicles. The second part is going to be concerned with chiropractors, what have you. There'll be more on them later, but tonight I would just like to cover how it all started. Sadly, some people actually think chiropractors are actual doctors. In other words, they think they're medical doctors, and this is some kind of bizarre specialty or something. That is not the case, obviously, or should be obvious. And how did all this start? I mean, who dreamed this mess up? Ironically, the person who invented it, D.D. Palmer, invented it in 1895. At the time, D.D. was healing people with magnets, and also it makes reference to the fact that he was a grocer. As best I can understand, he had absolutely no medical training. Just sort of dreamed this thing up. Basically what D.D. said is that if there's a misalignment or what have you of the spine, it will create these problems, physiological problems. And that D.D. said that by aligning the spine, he could cure in excess of 90% of all of our ailments. You know, basically keep your spine in line and everything is going to be perfect. That's according to D.D. He talked about the spine twisting on the nerves, and he called this a vertebral subluxation. Now there is an actual medical term, a real medical term by real doctors called subluxation. You may remember I have no medical training, don't know anything about much of anything. However, as best I understand the subluxation is a separation like in a joint or something. But D.D.'s vertebral subluxations, that's what he dreamed up. He also talked about, this is a good one, innate intelligence. And what that is this energy flowing through us. And if we get the spine aligned, and along with the innate intelligence, everything will be taken care of. Now, a lot of times we're proud of a long history. You know, the Marines have been around 200 years or whatever. I work for an insurance company that's been around 170 years. And sometimes when we're talking about longevity and how long something's been around, it's pretty darn good. You know, if you have an insurance company or a bank, someone who you want to rely on, who's been around for over 100 years, that's pretty impressive. You know, they've weathered the storms, they've weathered the stock market up and down, wars and everything else. But how would you like to be a chiropractor? I mean, could you be proud of saying, oh gosh, we're doing the same stuff today we did over 100 years ago? I don't have to tell you how much medicine has changed even in the last few years, but to be operating under something that was dreamed up by a fellow who had no medical training over 100 years ago. How about that? The other irony of all this is there's never been anything demonstrated that there even is such a thing as a vertebral subluxation. Next time you go to your chiropractor, say, I'd like some proof of that. Show me on an x-ray. Show me on anything. Show me a vertebral subluxation. Can't do it. Doesn't exist. Show me innate intelligence. Show me this energy. Can't do it. Doesn't exist. But anyway, that's just a little bit of chiropractic, or whatever you want to call it. Subsequently, I'll go into some of the other things that chiropractors traditionally do. Some of the other things that are even more bizarre than this. But just keep in mind, I think the only thing anyone has ever come up with that chiropractic can help is lower back pain. However, that's sort of an elusive thing anyway, and that typically is something that waxes and wanes. You know, we have it for a week or two, a couple of days or whatever, and it's going to go away. So why risk going to a chiropractor and having him manipulate your spine? You know, if you feel the need to have somebody mess with you or something, you have to do that. Why don't you go to a physical therapist? and talk to them and see if there's anything that they could do to help you. Folks, stay away from the chiropractors. Come on. Anyway, as Pondell would say, peace.